What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Mystic Watch, and some of you guys, this might be your first time on the channel, but I mostly cover Naruto Blazing games, but I'm going to be getting into Tokyo Ghoul Dark War, simply because I play this game a lot to the point where I think I have enough knowledge to help you guys out if you guys are just getting to the game, because the game did just get its first release on iOS this weekend, or this week, I should say, and it has been out on Android, and I've been playing for a good amount. The only thing to keep in mind is that if you guys are playing on Android or iOS, you cannot swap between the two. Those are two separate devices and servers, and unfortunately if you're on iOS, there are iOS exclusive servers, and if you're on Android, there's Android exclusive servers. And before we move on any forward, if you guys would like to join me on my server, I do play on server 20 of Android, but I will be making an iOS account on server 4 whenever it comes out, most likely, just because some of my friends are on iOS. I want to help them out, or just kind of like play with them. But as you can see here, this is my account over here. My name's Mystic. I'm VIP 13 because I'm a whale and I like to throw money at whatever I do. And I am on my server. I'm not the highest level, but I am the highest in RC, and I am number 1 in Arena. So with this in mind, I would like to help you guys get to a point similar to me on whatever server you guys are on. And a lot of this has to do with starting up the game right away. Everyone has a different goal when they're playing the game, and for me, I really wanted to be the number 1, and for that, the way I played was a little different. Because I wanted to be number 1, I had to go on a fresh server. I couldn't simply just hop into a already existing server and assume that I would make it up top, because every day a server is out and you're not playing on it, it's a lot of time you miss, and a lot you fall behind on, because a lot of this game revolves around leaderboards, and because of that, you want to be at the top of every leaderboard you possibly can to get the most out of this game, and to have the most fun. If you're at the top of the leaderboard, you get more rewards, and with more rewards, it allows you to play the game more and kind of have a little bit more fun with it. There's a couple of leaderboards that matter, right? You have, actually, there's only really 2 leaderboards at the moment that make a difference. You have the Arena leaderboard, where you stand in Arena. Makes a big difference because you get diamonds every single day from Arena, and depending on your rank, you will get diamonds, a different amount of diamonds. So this is why I said you want to start off on a server that's fresh if you want to maximize the amount of fun you want to have. Now, if you are in the top 500 Arena, that's when you will begin getting diamonds. And as you can see here, the amount of diamonds keeps on increasing all the way up until number 1. Now, before I get more into this, I just wanted to say, if you guys enjoy the guide at the end of it, please consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you'd like to learn next. Then I can kind of, get a vision of how I want to take this beginner's guide and most likely make it a series, because there's a lot of stuff that I simply cannot cover in a single video. Now, like I said, Arena is one thing that you want to become really high at, and there's other reasons for that, right? There's an Arena reward. A lot of the units in this game can be purchased for free or with in-game currency, not currency that is purchasable like diamonds, right? So for example, this Arena currency is exclusive to Arena and you can't buy more. And because of that, you want, and like the things that I bought in Arena, they reset every single day, and you want to be able to spend the most you can to get all these new units that you might not have, right? For that reason, this is why I recommend doing these steps. Now, the way the units in this game work are that there's a couple of different rarities, starting with NR, or N. You'll get this Ken Kaneki, as you can see on the top right hand side. And from there, you'll unlock new units like Kotaro Amon, Toka, who are, N to NR, and then from NR to R. And then from there, you'll have units like, you'll have SRs, and then you'll have SSRs. And the thing is, SSRs are the most uncommon units in the game. There's only 7 SSRs in the game, and when you begin a new server, there's actually 0 available to you to get unless you spend so much money that the only SSR you can get immediately is Arima. Now, if you guys don't plan on spending any money, there are ways to get SSRs for no money spent whatsoever. And this is why I'm making this guide, to get you guys to understand how to do that. Now, the summoning in this game is a little bit different. You don't summon, since there's so little amount of characters in this game. These are all the characters in the game, with these 5 being the only ones that I don't own, simply because, for example, this Arata down here literally doesn't exist in the game yet. But I'm working on getting everyone else. Now, the reason that you see these puzzle pieces next to characters is because there's literally like maybe only like 30 or 40 units in the entire game. And for that, the way they make the summons is you can only summon on units. When you summon for a unit, you most likely, or more often than not, will only pull shards for that unit. And these puzzle pieces being those character shards. Now, when you want a full character, you will need to accumulate enough shards to unlock them. And for example, if we take a look at Corona, I would need, to unlock her character, I need 30 shards, right? And it changes per rarity, but for her character, I need 30 shards. But for an SSR, I would need 80 shards, right? And because of that, SSRs take a little bit longer to get. But whenever you pull a unit of that rarity, you'll get that many shards. Meaning, if I pull an SR, you'll get a full 30 shards. If you pull an SSR, you'll get a full 80 shards, right? And every time you pull that unit again, you don't get multiple copies, you simply get the character converted into that many shards. So if I pull this Arata and I get, I get him the first time, and I pull him again, I'll get an extra 80 shards. But the thing is, pulling extra copies of units is actually very, very useful, because when you pull an SR, for example, you'll get them at 2 stars. But when you pull an SSR, you'll get them at 3 stars, and the maximum amount of stars you can get is 5. So pulling multiple copies of units is actually very helpful, because if you go under stars, you can see that every time they get an increase in star, they get some extra effect added to them. And for every SR plus, if you get them to 5 stars, they get an additional skill added to, or additional effect added to one of their skills. So now, with the units being covered, the first thing that I'd like to go over is what not to do. Alright, I don't plan on making this video more than like 12-ish minutes, so I'm gonna try to make every video, enough details that it helps you out, but not like kind of overwhelm you with what to do. When you start the game, you're gonna be going through the story, and it's gonna tell you you're gonna do your free summon and everything. And then when the game kind of like takes off the training wheels and says go, that's where things get a little confusing, right? Because you're probably looking at your own screen and you don't have as many buttons or things, unlocked on your screen like my screen has it. So the first thing that I want to explain before going forward is that character level is attached to your account level. If you can see just from the picture over here, or the main screen, is that my units are 57 and 58, right? But they're not higher than that, and that's because your account level determines what maximum level your units can have. But a lot of this game is about getting ahead on level. And how do you get the most amount of EXP to level up? And that's where daily quests come in. So as soon as you start the game, you should unlock daily quests, or at least very early on, right? Within the first few levels of doing anything, you should unlock daily quests. Now there's going to be a lot of daily quests on there, and as you keep on leveling up, you'll keep on unlocking more daily quests. But one thing that I wanted to explain is that make sure you do all your daily quests, but you don't have to do the daily quests that require you to spend money or spend diamonds. For example, there will be 2 daily quests, one that says buy stamina 2 times, and one that says buy gold 3 times. Those daily quests can be avoided, and you'll still be able to get all the rewards up here. It might not happen in the first few levels, because what happens is you unlock more features of the game as you level up, and then with more features unlocked, you get more daily quests unlocked. But once you unlock all the daily quests, you will never need to do the quests that require you to spend diamonds in order to get the full rewards. So just keep that in mind. Now the thing is, if you guys want to be at the top, like personally, I've been doing those quests simply because I want to maintain my #1 status, and that's really it. But if you're just trying to stay free to play, you'll never want to do that. And you'll just want to hoard your diamonds. Now, if we go over to the draw section, this is where the important stuff is for when you begin the game. Do not want to summon on any of these banners. Well, if you just begin the game, you can't summon on the right banner. This is a VIP banner for those that are VIP 9+, but the banner itself isn't anything amazing. Like, even if you've spent a lot of money on this game and you can summon on this banner, I wouldn't really. It's nothing spectacular. And the main thing is you do not want to summon on this middle banner ever with your own diamonds. And the reason for that is it's just not good. If you take a look in here, there's no SSRs that you can pull. But if you take a look at the VIP banner, there's always one SSR. But what I'm going to show you is how you guys, as non-VIP 9s, can get SSRs in the game. Now the thing is, you will get one free single summon every day, or every 25 hours or something like that. And you'll always get a quest that says, do 1 diamond draw. You want to make sure that you do it every day, so then you can complete that daily quest. And as you go through story mode, you'll also unlock tickets. If I go back into here, you can see where it says right above the 150 on the bottom, it says, you know, I have 0 tickets. But as you do story, you'll unlock tickets. You never want to use all your tickets at once. You want to space them out because you want to use them so that you can get your daily quest done. And then over here on the left, you have Ghoul draw. You never want to summon on these besides the free ones either. You want to do the free ones 5 times a day, and they refresh every 5 minutes. Now, the reason you don't want to summon on that banner is because we have a time-limited banner or time-limited draw in this game. This is not a banner that is always up and will change the unit that it features every single time. And if you guys are just starting on a new server, this banner will not exist for you until at least a week into the server. And the way the servers work is that every new server begins the game fresh. So at this point, we are, for example, we unlocked this Sachi. But if you guys are starting in a brand new server that just came out, for example, whenever you started playing, whenever you see this video, you'll not get a Sachi banner for at least 3 or 4 weeks into the game. Now, for that reason, the order of the banners currently, they could change, is Yamori, as you can see here. Then you have Noro on the right-hand side. After Noro comes Tsukiyama, and then comes Sachi. So those are the 4 banners that were released so far, and I'm going to explain how the banners work, so you guys, so you get an idea of why I say to wait on these things. Now, you want to summon on this banner 5 times if you can, because 5 multi-summons guarantees you the unit, and that's because of this lucky point system that they have over here. Simply, put it simply, every single summon or every summon is 2 lucky points. So every, 5 multi-summons is the equivalent of 100 lucky points. And when you hit that 100 lucky points, you will get the unit 100%, right? That's just how the game works. Now, the other thing you want to do is you cannot hit. Like, ideally, you'd want to do 5 multi-summons and just get the unit, but they have a secondary method of getting an extra copy of the unit, and that is being on the leaderboard. Now, every summon is 1 point on this leaderboard. So if I've summoned 100 times, or 10 multi-summons, I've gotten 100 points. And as long as you're in the top 15 of the leaderboard, you are guaranteed 80, it says I own 70, but it might be hard to see, but you're guaranteed 80 shards of the unit. And you need to do a minimum of 21 summons. You need to do 2 multi-summons and a single summon to put yourself on the leaderboard to begin with. Now, the thing is, this is where it gets tricky, because if you guys are on a populated server, this might be a little bit tough. So if you guys want to wait a server or 2 and try it on a newer server, it might be a little bit easier, but everyone has their own way they want to play. So if you can do just like this and get 21 points, and no one, like 2 more people don't end up pushing you out, you're guaranteed the unit, and all you did was summon 2 times. Or like 2 multi-summons, for example. And getting 3,000 diamonds is not difficult in this game. So just keep that in mind, is that you're actually able to get every single SSR in this game very, very easily. And for that reason, I highly recommend you never in your life spend a single diamond on this middle banner, which I didn't know about at the time. So a lot of my diamonds went down the drain. Now that's how I'm going to end off this video for now. If you guys want to learn more about how to increase your character in strength, what things to grind, and what to focus on as you're leveling up, be sure to smack that like button and comment down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.